The national debt on the United States has reached $34.5 trillion dollars, and it is increasing by $1 trillion every 100 days. What's up, guys? It's Ahmed, and today we're going to explore a topic which is kind of relevant to everyone, but it doesn't appear to be. We're going to explore why the United States national debt is increasing at an exponential rate, and also we'll talk about its effects on the United States economy and the rest of the world. Recently, due to the pandemic, the national debt on the United States has increased significantly, and also debt servicing payments by United States has exceeded the defense expenditure. United States is a fond of spending on defense. It is the biggest country in the world which spends exponentially on the defense. So you can see the problem here. So something is steep. And US is one of those countries that has incurring the significant seats outside of the economic downturns. And also the debt to GDP ratio has grown to be 99%. And it was kind of the same during the World War II. And it has reached that kind of level. And it is kind of very, very, very dangerous. While a lot of other countries already have debt to GDP ratio bigger than United States. But why it is concerning? I think it is very concerning because of the reserve status of the United States dollar, and also its very integrated financial system with the rest of the world. And Fed's higher interest rates are exaggerating this situation. And you know that according to some experts, a study by the Wharton School, if this situation is not controlled and there will be no measures put in place, then this debt can reach to those levels in 20 years where no solution can resolve the problem, and it could lead to the default of the United States. So let's talk about the reasons why it has increased so much. If we go historical point of view, then 2005 financial crisis has increased United States debt by a significant level. Because a lot of people lost jobs due to their crisis, and there was less tax revenue. And after that, United States has put in place a kind of an act or law, which was Tax Cuts and Jobs Act in 2017, that has significantly reduced the tax revenue due to its nature. That law reduced the taxes on a lot of corporations by significant amounts. In order to stimulate the United States business to be more competitive with the rest of the world. So it really decreased the tax revenues, which caused United States to take on more debt. And then comes 2020 pandemic, and you all know what happened. This is one of the main issues why the United States debt is ballooning. US took on a lot of debt in order to stimulate the economy. Why the debt is increasing day by day? Because of the less tax revenue. And if the tax revenue is less and expenses are more than what the government is getting in, then the government has to take on debt to stimulate the economy, to run the economy on daily basis. And this is why it is all ballooning. And yes, you can say that United States will maybe keep on issuing more debt. The reason maybe is that the aging population, because the baby boomers are becoming aged and they need more healthcare kind of services, and there will be more social security expenditures. And due to the scientific reasons, a lot of people are going to live longer. It's good, but it will put a pressure on the economies, on countries to take on more debt. So let's talk about what are the effects of it. If we talk about the short-term effects, then you can say that it can significantly manipulate the capital markets. At your point, let's first talk about the tax hearing. It's kind of a self-imposed constraint, a limit imposed by Congress on Treasury to how much debt it can take on. The recent limit was $31.4 trillion, which was approved in December of 2021. And this limit was exceeded in January 2023. And you can see that You can say that US has defaulted on its debt, but it is not, because that limit was suspended by the government, and to take almost some more time to consider different actions they can take to measure this situation. And the limit is suspended till January of 2025. So if we cannot say that whether the Congress is gonna increase the limit or not, but maybe potentially they can increase the limit because it is the most common historic move. But this thing is causing a lot of investor confidence loss. Investors are losing confidence in the United States economy. And yes, we can see that by Fitch ratings that because it downgraded the creditworthiness of the United States recently, and a lot of other major credit rating agencies like S&P and Moody's also did the same. And it shows that investors are losing confidence in the United States economy. They are not preferring to lend money to the United States. So what's the effect gonna be? In response to that, the country is gonna increase the interest rates to attract the investors. More interest rates, more returns, the investors will get there. But it's the kind of already problem in itself, because the rates are already higher. If the rates gonna get more higher, then you can say that there will be a lot of bankruptcies due to the mortgages, and the mortgages will get more expensive. The bankruptcies will get rise, but already they are on a rise, and yes, it will become a disaster, and the exponential boom in the equities market may get busted, because you can say that due to the higher interest rates, capital will become more expensive, and a lot less people will gonna invest in the markets because of the higher debt cost. And on the other hand, if they already have a lot of debt on themselves, then they have to pay more interest, and there will be less money in equity markets to get invested. But it's not happening right now because of the AI boom. A lot of investors are not very optimistic about the economy, but they are optimistic about the returns because of the AI. They are seeing that they are in the hope that the AI is gonna make them richer. But if the interest rate's gonna get higher in short term, then there will be a collapse in the equity markets, because those same investors will have to pay more interest payments on their debt, and yes, there will be extraction from the equities market. So this phenomena can affect in this way in short term. If we talk about long term, then I can say that the only motive of United States is to not to default. Yes. But let's consider that those 20 years has passed, and the US has defaulted on its debt because they did take the measures to control that. So if that happens, then there will be a disaster. Yeah. There will be a disaster because a lot of other countries have US Treasury bills, bonds, not only in the debt markets, but also in the equity markets. So this can make an exponential global wealth wipe out. So it will be a disaster. And as I said, a lot of countries afford United States debt. And the most and the one of the biggest country that may get affected in the long run will be the Japan, because Japan is only the biggest country in the world that holds United States Treasury bills or bonds. So you can see that if the United States default on its debt, they are not going to pay back the money to those countries, those investors, and there will be a global wealth wipeout. So what can be a solution to it? The first solution, we can say that is the increase in productivity. The United States debt to GDP ratio was kind of same as of now. And what made the United States to prosper out of the World War II was due to the productivity. There was increased production. The economy started to boom because of the new technology, new machinery, and the United States leveraged that opportunity greatly. And that's how debt to GDP ratio got to the lower point. Now, a lot of experts are saying that AI is kind of the same thing. AI may get productivity of the economy to different level, and it may help the United States to lower its debt to GDP ratios. Because when the productivity rate is faster than the interest rate, the economy gets more sustainable. And the other options include increase in taxes, but it's not kind of a politically stable move because of the amount of the backfire and backlash or criticism it can bring in. And the other option is printing more money to pay off its debt. But obviously, the United States cannot do that because of the inflationary effects and a lot of other dangerous reasons. United States cannot do that. And yes, these are all three solutions. Two of them are kind of silly. One is dependent on the future, which is the AI thing. And yes, this was all for today. And I hope you like this video. And bye.